What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Aisha, and I am back with another video today. This video is going to teach you how to be more disciplined, how to reach your goals, how to be more productive. Like, this is some tips that really helped me, and I just want to share them with you guys because I want to help you guys too. We all want to level up out here. We all want to do better with ourselves. So I'm going to share with you the tips that have been helping me be able to do these things. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. So my first tip is for you to write down your goals. You want to write down your goals, and you want to start to write down like the steps. Like, so for example, whatever it is, whether it's something like with fitness, something with school, something that you want to just better yourself on, like anything it is that you want to work on, you want to write down that goal. What is your goal? And then you want to write down the first step. Because a lot of times we write down goals and then we don't have a plan. And I seen a quote on Instagram. It said that without a plan, you plan to fail. So you can write down the goal and say that this is what you want, this is what you want to do. But like, if you don't have a plan on how you're going to get to that goal, what are you doing? So you want to make sure you plan out weekly, daily, however you want to do. What's something you can do today to get closer to that goal? What's something you can do this week to get closer to your goal? So when you do that, it forces you to take that next step. It's giving you motivation to actually put that plan into action and actually be able to live out that goal, okay? I want to give you guys a verse from the Bible, Proverbs 29:18. It says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." So what this is saying is, it means without clear goals or direction, people can feel lost, people can feel confused. So even in the Bible, it says to write down your vision. You can have all these ideas in your head, but until you actually put it to paper, write down your plan, what is your steps, what are you going to do to get here, it's just a vision. It's just an idea until you put it into action. So my next tip is to have something to motivate you when you get unmotivated. So for me, example, right now, with me being in school, it's a very fast-paced program. I have a lot of homework to do. I still have to come home and be a mom. I still have to go to work outside of school. I still have to balance everything. And one thing that I just keep telling myself, like, you know, this is a temporary thing. So for me, as an example, me being in school, we have a graduation date. We have a finish date. So in my head, I'm like, okay, you know what? These next 6 months, I just have to go hard. Like, that's just what it is. Let yourself know this is not a forever thing. You have to be uncomfortable so that you can be comfortable. Like, think of it that way. And then just know that you're grinding right now. Like, this will all pay off in the future. And another thing that I do when I get, like, unmotivated. So, for example, this happened to me recently. This was the day before my exam. I had gotten into it with one of my friends. And I was very, very bothered. And honestly, for me, I can't study when I'm upset or something's bothering me, it's on my mind. I'm thinking about that situation so much that I can't sit down and study. And I was pretty irritated for a long time. I don't know what it is about me, but it's hard for me to calm down, like once I've been triggered by something, which I'm really trying to work on that. But honestly, I just felt like the devil was trying to play with me. Like, the devil knew I had this exam tomorrow. Any distraction possible was coming my way. So what I did was, of course, I got unmotivated, didn't feel like studying. I did not want to study. So I just brought it to God, honestly. I had sat down, I prayed to God, asking God to help me to focus, help me to like let go of anger. So in the midst of all the chaos, honestly, God will give you peace in the midst of everything that's going on around you. Somehow, that's like people looking at you from the outside, wondering like, how are you still staying? How are you still showing up with all this stuff you got going on? That's God. God will give you peace in the middle of the chaos. I just said a prayer to God, and then I put on a motivational speech. Like, these speeches that I find, you can just look on YouTube and put in, like, I'll type in like motivational speech for exams or motivational speech to study. Like, and sometimes they're like 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. And it puts me back in the mode to focus. Like, sometimes you need to hear that. You need someone in your ear, like, motivating you to get back on track. So whenever you feel like you're unmotivated, go on YouTube and type in like a motivational speech. That'll get you back on track, get you back pumping, get you back ready. So definitely find something that will help you to become back motivated again when you are unmotivated. So my next tip is time blocking and planners. So I will show you here what I use for time blocking. It's an app on my phone, and when I know I have like a very, very busy schedule and I need to get so much done that day, I will go to my time blocking, and I will put in this hour I need to be doing this hour I need to be doing that. Like, I would get very intentional with what I need to get done to make sure that I have time to finish it all and I can see my schedule ahead of time. Other times, like with my planner, I would just be like, okay, today I'll just jot down like maybe 3 things I need to complete today. It's not really as structured. It's not really as structured as the time blocking, but it's still giving me an idea like, okay, you need to complete these things today, and then whatever else you want to do in your free time is on you. Also with a planner, like I mentioned before, I'm not gonna go too in depth with it because I talked about how I planned certain things and how I did with my planner previously in my last video, if you guys want to watch that. But pretty much with a planner, it's going to help you to stay on track. It's going to help you to stay organized. Like whether that's like financially, you writing down your bills every month in your planner. Also like things that you need to get done, appointments that you need to make. If you have like any type of classes you are doing or anything like with your business or anything like that, a planner will be so helpful, especially in school, to write down important exam dates, stuff like just to remember when homework assignments is due. A planner is very, 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 very necessary to keep you organized. Now, one thing I want to say about these planners, make sure you are checking it daily. Like you can sit here, because I've been a person that done this. You can sit here and write down everything you need to get done for that month, like the bills you have, appointments you need to go to, stuff like that. If you're not checking that planner daily, you're not going to remember that. If your memory is anything like mine, baby, you're not going to remember what's in that planner. So you have to get in the habit of checking your planner daily. It's going to keep you on track. It's going to make sure you're not missing important dates. It's going to make sure you're paying bills on time. Like, make sure you are checking it daily. That goes back to like what I said, writing down a goal and then you just write down the goal and that's it. No. Write down your stuff that you need to do in your planner and make sure you're checking it and getting it done. Actually open up the planner daily. It does not take long. It's like less than 2 minutes to open up a planner and read what you got to do today. My next tip is going to be, I know this probably sounds a little cliche, but limit your distractions. And you really, really need to do this if you want to be disciplined. You have to limit distractions because you're going to be tempted to get off track a lot. Like I said before, you got to tell yourself, like, this is only for a certain amount of time. If you want to go out, if you want to go to parties, if you want to kick it with friends, whatever it is that you want to do, you got to just tell yourself, like, okay, right now, I'm in grind mode right now. I'll be back to pop out with y'all later. But, like, right now, I got to stay focused. Like, because you did not work this hard. You did not work this hard to get here, to get distracted and then fall off. And like distractions can be so many different things, like you scrolling on social media for too long, or you procrastinating, like you know you have to have an assignment done, or you know you need to put together your diet plan or your workout plan for that week, or you know you also being on phone calls with people for too long, like, and you know you have something to do. Limit those distractions, okay? And you need to set boundaries. Like, it's okay to say no. Do not feel bad for saying no when you know you're saying no because you're trying to do something better for yourself. And honestly, if someone get mad at you because you aren't able to do something for them, or you can't show up to an event at this time because you have something that they know that you need to do, and they get mad about it, then honestly, that friend ain't for you anyways. So don't feel bad about that. Because a lot of times you'll end up showing up for other people and then sitting there wondering why you didn't get to finish what you needed to do. So now you are sitting there trying to rush and get things done, or you didn't get to reach your goal today, or something, you know, you didn't get to do what you wanted to do. And if the person doesn't understand what you're trying to do, that's fine, because your goals is not for everyone else to understand. Like, you know what you need to do, you know how you feel about what you need to do, so let that be that. And my next tip, the key to balancing everything, honestly, like I said, one, keep God centered, but also always make time to do something that you love doing or that you like doing, something that is relaxing to you. It doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes a week, 30 minutes a day. Sometimes all we have is like an hour that week to dedicate to just ourselves. Honestly, if you can do more, then do it. Please do it, because that'll help you to stay just sane and all the things that you have to balance. You can still make time when it's appropriate to make that time. Like if you want to call friends, be on the phone, if you want to, go have a lunch with friends, whatever it is that you like to do, just make sure that you somehow plan some time in that. That's one thing that my therapist did tell me when I was seeing a therapist. She did tell me, like, you have a lot going on right now. Make sure you put some time aside to yourself. And when I started doing that, I started to feel like my stress levels have decreased. Like, I'm still, yes, I'm getting things done, but I'm also making sure that I'm right mentally too. Without your mental being right, you won't be able to perform your best self. So make sure you prioritize yourself. But you guys, you will be able to be disciplined. Make sure you guys use these tips that I gave you guys, and I wish you the best on your journey. If you did like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you like to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video.